Good morning, W.W. Robinson. Today is March 14th, 2019, and it is day 4 in our rotation. And I have Owen here this morning. How are you, Owen?
Good.
You ready for a great Thursday?
Yep.
All right, tell us what's for lunch today.
For lunch, we are having beet teriyaki bites, baked beans, veggie dippers, apple wedges, choice of juice, breadstick, choice of meat.
All right, thank you. And we have Cole here to tell us about the weather. Cole, come on over. Owen, slide back so you can get by you. All right, what is the weather today? Oh,
Sunny.
it is sunny. I love it. Do you like it? All right, thank you. Good job. And we have Kiara here to lead us in the pledge. So please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. All right, ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Good job, Kiara. Good job. Please join me for a moment of silence. Thank you. All right, we have some birthdays today. Celebrating a birthday on the 14th, we have Daniel Metz and Anthony Montez Moreno. So happy birthday. We do not have any staff birthdays today. Let's see, I believe we have Miss Urbach here to make a special announcement. So Owen, you can come slide in my chair if you want and join Miss Urbach.
I'm a teacher.
You're in the principal seat. You're not a teacher. You're in the principal seat.
Yeet.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. We're nuts about reading at W.W. Robinson. I have a nut report to give. First of all, let's give some shout outs. Anthony Lesby.
Yep.
I couldn't read it. Lesby kind of got read Booked by Kwame Alexander. Excellent book. Kwame Alexander writes kind of in a poetry form, so pretty cool. Be Quiet by Ryan Higgins, same guy who does the Mother Bruce books, read by Michaela S. A Season of Gifts by Richard Peck, Mrs. Funkhauser in the library read that one. John F. Kennedy, so that's a biography. Yeah, written by Howard Goldsmith, was read by Renee Benoit. The Cat in the Hat was read by Charlotte from Miss Taylor's class. That's a Dr. Seuss book. His birthday was last week. Man on the Moon, written by Anastasia Sven, was read by Luc Beauchamp. So we do have some nuts going up there.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, Owen, but they're spreading around the hallway. It's pretty cool. I did some measuring. Here's a graph, ladies and gentlemen. What kind of graph is this, Owen? Is it a bar graph or a pie chart or a line graph? It is a bar graph. Good job. And a bar graph is used to compare data. So I took some data and I did some measurements, and I've got each grade level on this axis. So kindergarten through 5th grade. And then the other is preschool and ELL hallway, the administrative hallway. Notice I've labeled my axis, folks. And I got up here how many feet long of nuts they have. I hope you all notice this. 3rd grade is rocking it. Rocking it. They're way out here. They've got over 50 feet of nuts.
That's
Now,
awesome.
It is really awesome. And there was another whole foot probably this morning I saw as I was walking around.
Wow.
So they're keeping up with it. Kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, and 4th grade are pretty even in the mid-30s. So it's pretty good. They can knock it up a little bit. I got a little bit of a concern here with 5th grade. Because fifth grade, we have almost more fifth graders than we do any other grade level in the
Oh,
building.
we do. They're the largest class in the whole school.
Yeah, so guys, I know you're reading. I know your teachers are having you read. You're reading the books in the library. You're just not filling nuts out. So ask for nuts. We got plenty of nuts. Ask for some nuts because I want to see this line grow way out here the next time I report. Okay? Thank you very much.
Thank
Keep
you, Ms.
reading.
Erbach. That's a great
It's
report.
fun. We're going to be doing
Excited.
some buddy reading in a couple of weeks.
I saw that email. That looks like it's going to be a lot of
There's going to
fun.
be a lot of nuts going up on the wall with that.
Yep.
So thank you. Have a
Awesome.
great day, Owen.
Thank you, Ms.
Thank
Erbach.
you.
All right. Owen, I'm going to let you go ahead and do your shout outs before we read this morning.
I have a shout out to Miss Henry's class, Miss Gerard, Miss Weimer, and then now I want to give a shout out to my friends, Jalen Diaz, Taylor Curry Second Days, Trinity, and I think that's everyone. Anyway, one last shout out. Shout out to all the Fortnite players, baby.
All right. So we're on chapter 10 now. And if you remember, they're trying to get, Elvis is trying to get Benji to go to the cafeteria to eat because he wants to have some food from the cafeteria. I hadn't eaten in the cafeteria since the first week of school this year, so I forgot how loud it could get. After I waited in line for a hot lunch and used my emergency sneaker money, my mom always makes me put a $20 bill in my sneaker to buy chicken fried steak 5 for Elvis, 1 for me. Lunch was already half over, and some of the tables were empty. So I took my tray and sat down at an empty table over by the far wall. Well, no wonder you don't have anyone in your pack. You don't even try. You don't even try to be social. Why not go sit at one of the tables with kids? I explained to Elvis that he might not know a lot of stuff, but he didn't know it. He might know a lot of stuff, but he didn't know anything about the school cafeteria. He didn't know that for someone like me, it's filled with rejection. I actually started school 1 week after everyone else because I had an ear infection that gave me vertigo, so I couldn't get out of bed without falling down. By the time I got there, I didn't know how lunchtime worked in the 4th grade. Basically, you can't sit at a table unless you're invited. I made this mistake on my first day, and it wasn't pretty. No one let me sit at their table, mainly because where you sit in the lunchroom is all about status, and I had none. It's like a nice neighborhood where you don't want to get that one neighbor who puts up some puny little house smack in the middle of all of the super nice mansions. I just didn't fit in. 3rd grade wasn't like this, but in 4th grade, you were considered an upperclassman with the 5th graders. And then in 6th grade, you moved to the junior high building and had to start all over at the bottom of the heap. I don't know why I even bothered explaining it to Elvis because he wasn't paying any attention to me. He just watched me cut up his chicken fried steak patties and drooled. He wasn't kidding about those napkins. I mixed the chicken fried steak with his kibble and then started to eat my own food. A minute later, a group of boys stood right next to me while I ate. "This is our table," said Travis, their leader. "Oh, I'm sorry. Did we say you could sit here at our table?" "No, you didn't. I'll move." I stood up and picked up my tray. "I didn't tell you to move." Travis took a step toward me. His hair was so long it covered his eyes. I wondered how he could see. I sat back down. "We don't need the table now because we're going out to play kickball, but we wanted to tell you that this is our table and you're not allowed to sit here again." "Okay, I get it. It's your table." Just as Travis was about to turn and leave, up walked Billy Thompson with his gang of thugs. This was the last thing I needed. I could have been eating my lunch peacefully in the library. Instead, the 2 meanest kids in the school were standing a foot away from me and having a face-off. Billy leaned down and put his face about an inch away from Travis's. Travis was a year older, but Billy was bigger. I sat back, ready to duck. I didn't want to be in the way if Billy started spitting. "What's going on here, Travis?" Billy glared. "None of your business, Billy." Travis tried to stand taller. "I said, what's going on here, Travis?" Billy repeated slowly, leaning in even closer. Travis shrank back. "Nothing's going on, Billy. He's sitting at my table, and I was just letting him know that's not allowed." "So this is your table? I don't see your name on it." Billy pretended to look all around the table. Okay, now I was confused. Was Billy Thompson standing up for me? Was he defending my honor? "Everyone knows it's my table, Billy, so cut it out. Don't tell me you care about the skinny sack of bones and his fat, dumb dog. Skinny sack of bones? I had been called a lot of things in my life, but skinny sack of bones had never made the list. And I didn't even want to look at Elvis. There was no way he would take being called fat and dumb lightly. I was mad and scared, but I also found the whole scene kind of exciting. Billy and Travis fighting. This was the best bully matchup in the St. Elmo's Street Elementary School history. What's it to you what I care about? Asked Billy. Why are you so interested in me? Do you want me to come over and play hopscotch at your house after school? I bet you have that big bucket of colored chalk and you draw pictures of rainbows and hearts on your driveway. Travis blushed. I knew he regretted ever coming over to the table. I hoped he wouldn't take his humiliation out on me in the future when Billy wasn't around. The last thing I needed was a new bully on my roster. Shut up, Billy. We're out of here. I've got a kickball game to get to. Well, don't let me stop you. Travis's and boys walked off, which left me with Billy Thompson and his own gang of thugs, who were now all grinning and high-fiving one another. I guess in the battle of the bullies, their leader had just won. I didn't know what to say. I found the whole thing pretty odd. Billy was being territorial over me like I was his prize punching bag and Travis couldn't have me. What are you staring at? He asked, glaring at me this time. Me? Nothing. Nothing. Sorry. You should be. He slammed his fist so hard on the table, my chicken fried steak patty flew up an inch off my tray into the air. It caught me off guard, and I think I actually squeaked. Elvis moved into the space between Billy and me. They had a major bully versus dog stare down contest. This time, Billy didn't win. I wouldn't say Elvis won either. It was more like a draw. Billy just walked away. I breathed a sigh of relief. I guess Elvis was right. Billy wasn't bright, but he wasn't dumb enough to go after me and a giant dog. Of course, just when I thought I was safe, Billy turned around and left me some parting words. So did you hear about the new nerd in school? He's got brain issues just like you. Maybe you two can be weirdo BFFs, he said, laughing. Thanks, but I've already got enough friends. Really? Is that why you're sitting here eating lunch with your fat dog? Look, pick on me all you want, but don't call my dog fat. He's not fat. He's big boned. Whatever, dude. He laughed again. How come you're not hiding out in the library eating lunch with your girlfriend, the librarian? For some reason, this comment hit me hard. I was surprised Billy knew about the library. I had always assumed no one even thought about me, so they'd never notice if I ate in the library. The next thing I knew, the boys behind Billy slowly backed up, and I had no idea why. I guess I was so distracted by Billy glaring down at me, I didn't hear what was happening. Then I heard it, a low buzzing like a giant swarm of bees in the movie I once saw, or the low octave hum of a motorcycle gang riding down the highway in the distance. Then I realized it was coming from Elvis. He looked completely normal. His mouth was closed, but it was an unmistakable sound, the low growl of a dog. He stared at the boys intently. Anyway, Billy, my chicken fried steak's getting cold, so unless there was something you wanted to talk to me about specifically, I'm just going to eat my lunch, okay? Okay, lame-brained Benji. You do that. Come on, guys, let's bail. It smells over here. And just like that, they walked off. The whole thing probably only lasted 5 minutes, but it felt like an eternity. I was so stressed, I actually forgot to faint. I turned to Elvis. Eating in the library doesn't look so bad anymore, does it? Hey, was that you growling? No, it was too. That's cool how you can do that without opening your mouth. And we will stop there for today. So you can choose to be the kind of leader that you would follow and make it a great day. So long.
Bye.